It has been the talk of our newsroom and the city, for that matter. Kansas City Jazz Bar claims to be haunted, so haunted paranormal investigators stepped in to check out the unexplained activity. So, of course, we had to send KCTV5 Sharon Chen to tag along. Hi, Sharon.
Hey. Hi, Janae. Hey, Taylor.
Thank you for joining us for Behind the Story today. This is something I have been looking forward to ever since you brought it up to me last week. A haunted jazz bar in KC. Something I just don't know if I would attend.
You're
just
brave.
because I'm terrified. But I do want to get into, how did you find this jazz bar? How did the story come about?
Well, okay, so we talk about Halloween.
Yeah.
We talk about haunted. Now, originally, I wanted to check out Atchison, Kansas, because that's kind of known as the most haunted town in Kansas. And so I thought, well, how much fun would it be to go along with a paranormal investigator? So I contacted some paranormal investigators, and in doing so, she was telling me all the different sites that they had done investigations at, and she landed at the Phoenix Jazz Bar, and I went, wait, the one in downtown Kansas City? She said, yes, we've had some activity, and it was a really interesting investigation. And so, yeah, the rest is history.
The rest is history, and we're getting ready to dive into it. This is Taylor's first time looking at the story, so we're getting her raw reaction. Let's take a listen in.
Okay.
The Phoenix Jazz Bar. It's one of the oldest and most popular haunts in Kansas City, a place to take in a tune or two, grab a drink at the bar, where the spirits
There's been little signs here and there.
aren't just in the bottles.
What have you experienced? We have glasses that'll get knocked over back here.
Ashley DeMoss is bartender, and she'll tell you she's often not alone.
We have one particular bar chair that kind of moves around, does its own thing.
From bartenders to servers.
So Madam Law, I feel the most here. She likes to hang around in the mornings. She's the one that likes to move things.
They've all experienced something at the Phoenix.
I looked over when I was cleaning dishes and I seen this figure, like a man. Come to find out, it was Valerius, who used to own the bar.
Frank Valerius. In 1905, he opened the Valerius Saloon, the very first bar in what was then the Phoenix Hotel. Upstairs, Madam Lena Laws rented rooms. But rumor has it that guests weren't exactly sleeping. Maybe Frank and Madam Laws never left.
The history of this place and the whole building is just really amazing. For there not to be any activity here would be surprising.
Becky Ray founded Paranormal Activity Investigations. Her team investigated the Phoenix in June.
What did you find?
We got some electronic voice phenomena. That's when we have recording devices and there are voices that show up on it that weren't there at the time we were recording it.
The team shared those electronic voice phenomena, or EVPs, with us. Let's see if you can hear it. In it, the bar manager asks a question, and it sounds like someone answers.
Were you the one I saw in the mirror?
And in another, a reaction from this same voice.
Are you from Kansas City?
Sarah Crow led the Phoenix investigation.
The recordings that you gave me, you do hear like a different voice.
Yeah.
That was not any
That's
of
not
you.
any of us. The nice thing is we all recognize each other's voices at this point, and we try to make sure that we're not whispering or making weird noises.
We needed more evidence.
What is known about that chair that you're next to?
So we tagged along on another investigation.
We've heard that there seems to be activity around the chair, and it's entirely possible that person's energy is still here.
An electrical tripwire is used to test the theory.
What they look for is changes in the electricity in the air, and there's a hypothesis that ghosts use that energy.
Then questions are asked to draw out said energy.
Is there anybody here with us? Is Frank here with us?
And there it was.
Yep. Okay. Oh. Yeah. And as you can see, it's right in front of that third chair there.
The light seemed only to respond at the third chair.
Is Lena here? Do you know Lena?
What do you have to say, though, to the skeptic that goes, there's no ghosts?
They can believe whatever they want to believe. That's fine with me. I'm not trying to prove anything.
I still don't feel alone.
Whether you believe in ghosts or not,
I feel like they like me. I feel like we're friends.
the Phoenix reminds us of something important. Every old building in Kansas City has stories. Some are documented history. Others, well, they're mysteries that keep us wondering about the people who came before us.
They're not scary, but I know they're there.
So what stories are hiding in your neighborhood?
Okay, so my first question, and I wonder if you maybe asked this off the record or whatever. If somebody sits in that chair, what happens? Like, are they sitting on the spirit? Does it have any sort of reaction? Like, I'm curious about that.
Yeah,
in that
I
one
mean,
chair.
we did ask, and I mean, you can still. I even sat in that chair.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
nothing
Taylor, that
happened.
means you need to go.
Yeah,
And
you need to go and
sit in the chair.
I
experience
sit
it.
in that chair.
I will say, I mean, I didn't experience anything in sitting in that chair, but
Yeah.
when you walk into that bar, the energy is different. And
Yeah.
beyond what you saw in that story, we did experience some things that really have you questioning what is
tell
happening
us.
here.
Like,
So when you saw that picture of Frank Valerius, that is actually hanging in the basement hallway of the bar. And so before we went down there to get a shot of that picture, everything was fine. But after Riley, my photographer, went and shot that picture, she came back up. Her equipment started immediately malfunctioning.
wow. He said, no pictures, please.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And what's really the one thing that made me go cold is she was talking about her equipment malfunctioning, and then a little bit later on she was trying to get a shot of me and the paranormal investigator talking at the bar. You saw us kind of standing
Yeah.
there. She said her camera, it has automatic focus,
Yeah.
it kept wanting to go to the bar
Oh
and that
my
third chair.
So he's like, come
it
on
was
over.
like trying to focus on
Yeah.
something there, but it wasn't there.
Wow.
So, I mean, you can believe or you cannot believe, but certainly there are some things happening in that bar that are very unexplained, if you will.
I'm going to
Yeah.
choose to believe.
I know. It's hard not to. It really is.
It's so fascinating, though. And I love how you ended it there, Sharon. Every building, every place in the city has a story, because it just makes you think, what other building, what other whatever a space has a haunted story that may be dealing with something very similar.
So many questions.
For
Gosh.
sure.
Yeah, and so now I kind of want to go, and I want to take Taylor just for her reaction. You know what I mean?
See how you guys feel, Frank or Lena. But I will say this morning, you know, we post these stories on our social media, and I just went to go kind of take a gander to see what kind of comments there were on it. And wouldn't you know, there was a lot of people there that said, oh, well, this place is haunted too, and this place is haunted too. All of these old buildings. And if you think about it, Kansas City is an old city. So that history is very long. The buildings are very old. So no doubt there's got to be some activity. And the paranormal investigators that I went with, if you go to their website, they've done so many different investigations, and they have all of their evidence posted there on their website.
That's
so you could take a
interesting.
look for yourself and decide, is it real, is it not?
You know what? I feel like there's probably a class or something where they focus on these types of things. But how long did this investigation last? I mean, is it still ongoing, or?
It's still ongoing.
Okay.
So they were there in June. That investigation was a little more extensive. And then the second part was, you know, it was more abbreviated, but we were there for, as you saw, just that one experiment. And I mean, it was kind of telling, I felt.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were your thoughts when they played the audio for you? It's like the conversation.
I didn't expect to hear anything at all. When you listen to it online, it's probably a little bit clearer because you can. I don't want to speak for anybody watching it, but to me, I actually heard wording, and it was truly creepy because it didn't sound like a voice from this world. So I don't. If they did produce it, I don't know how they.
Sharon, this
That
is
gave
the
me
perfect
chills.
Halloween story. The perfect Halloween
do it.
story.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh goodness, Sharon. Okay, so I have to imagine though, this is bringing a lot of business to this bar as well. Like a lot of people are coming in specifically because they know it could be haunted.
Well, you know, that's the thing is the Phoenix Jazz Bar is a popular jazz destination here in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, some may know, but some actually don't know. And that was when she told me about the Phoenix Jazz Bar investigation. She did say that this is a location that not a lot of people equate it with being haunted. But yeah, it is.
Gosh, so the folks that work there that you had a chance to talk to, did they say like what keeps them working there?
Oh my gosh. So the second Ashley that you saw, the one that talked about Madame Law moving things, well, she's been there for 9 years and she just accepted it. She was like, you know, it's just part of Kansas City. These old buildings, they have to be haunted. They're friendly spirits. They just kind of come and go and they kind of appear. And she was even funnier. She said that she was very descriptive in her when she was talking about Madame Law, saying that she appears mostly in the morning, and when you set stuff up, and if she doesn't like it, she's going to tell you. And she even went as far to say that she has heard Madame Law speaking to her, which I found that very interesting. But the one that was most interesting was Ashley, the bartender that we spoke with. She's only been there for 3 years, and you can tell in speaking with her, and even in her interview there, you can tell that she's still very, very spooked by what's happening at the Phoenix, especially when she spoke about seeing what may have been Frank Valerius in the window. She, like, her voice got very shaky, and you could see that she just was not okay with that experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's paranormal.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, you know, it's not, obviously it's not of this world, but you never expect, that's what she said. She's like, I never expected this to be a part of my life.
Yeah.
But she even said, you know, hey, I kind of accepted it. They're friendly.
I guess,
so
I
I'm
guess
okay
that's
with
the
it.
big piece of it. As long as they're friendly. Because
Yeah.
if you have a spirit that's just messing with you all the time and does not mean well.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Sharon, what would you say was the scariest piece of it all? Like, as you were taking part in this investigation and watching them do it all, what was the scariest thing?
I think the part that really just, like I said, made me go cold, like, you can do all these experiments and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's interesting. But when it hits you or your crew personally, like when Riley's equipment immediately started malfunctioning after she got that video of Valerius, that's when I went, oh,
this is a real thing.
Might be a real thing.
I would have been like, what do you mean
Nothing
it's
to play
not
with.
working?
Yeah, I did ask her that because when she told me, and I went, what do you mean? She's like, no, I'm serious. My camera is doing weird stuff. And I asked her specifically, I said, was it doing this before? She's like, it has never done this before.
Oh my goodness.
And so that's when I went, oh gosh.
I would have been like, Sharon, what you get me into?
And you know what? Hey, props to Riley. She was so calm and cool and collected through all of this, because I know some of the other photographers that I've spoken about, you know, our experience, they have said to me, nope, I would be out that door so
Good on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like Taylor would be. I know I would be as well.
I'm a little tougher than I appear.
Yeah.
I would have hung in there, but well, I don't know. We'll see. I just know I'm not going to sit in the chair, and I'm not going to go to the basement. I don't want to see the picture.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
that's
I don't
the
want to
thing.
see it.
The bathroom is in the basement.
I'm just
so-
going to have to hold it.
Go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I just need to use the restroom.
I'm going to go across
I'm going to go down the block.
Go for a nice walk. Okay, Sharon. So when does the story air? First off,
This story airs tonight. But you can always watch it on KCTV5, the website now. It is posted now.
And you can see all the photos.
Sharon.
You can see all the photos and get some more information. But Sharon, thank you so much for joining us here on KCTV5 Plus for Behind the Story. I cannot wait until you bring your next one, because this one is very fascinating.
Yeah,
very
this is a fun one,
interesting.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I love this one. Thank you so much, Sharon, and thank you all for joining us. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.